But no, we do see a much smarter choice on the character select screen. I'm seeing a Roy on the other side. So we'll see how the city's resident frog faces off against another very popular Rushdown character.
Yeah, I'm always consider, especially with Fox becoming less and less popular as the game goes on, given how punishing he is to play. Roy becoming the definitive Rushdown character of Smash Ultimate, coming up against one of the best whiff punishing tool sets in that Greninja, who can make mincemeat out of sword characters if you press those buttons a little bit too haphazardly.
Like, Roy has so many good tools for being able to break zone, and from there just make one hit turn into so much damage or even an early stop. Like, Greninja is not a heavy character by any means, so one mistake could very much be a fatal one for MGW. Although this is a very well-practiced and smart gentleman. If there's anyone who's making this character look good, it's gonna be him. And Roy's, like I said earlier, a very popular target. If you need to know how to play around at least one or two characters, Roy's definitely on that list.
Oh, gets the jab into back air. Gonna need to see what the forms of recovery. I like that recovery angle, driving into the stage like they were gonna do the second pivot, but still catching ledge. But Kevco not surrendering stage until that Shadow Sneak came in. Again, clever stuff from MGW, but finding the definitive hit is always going to be the furthermost problem. Gets a quick grab and looking for the edge guard, but not finding it.
He almost died for his efforts. That's crazy. And he will die for his efforts. The wind box and Hydro Pump managing to end things off. And a very smart idea, too, because you don't really want to commit to fighting Blazer at that high of a percentage.
And when you have these kits that are so much extenders, you want to find turn one of them into a finisher, especially as either Roy or Greninja. But it seems like Kevco will just make a decision a little bit too late or just extend a little bit too far. And as of such, he lost his stock and now it's eaten 60 as MGW just keeps pressing forward, even looking for the stop off of that Shadow Sneak.
The way that this man is trying to just force these jungle situations, rack up this easy damage, taking full advantage of the fact that Roy can't really land safely. It's remarkable, an uncontested 83 coming into the 2-2 stock count. And I'm worried for Kevco, because if this is how MGW is opting to play out this set, he's going to have to constantly play out from the corner, which is proving to be more and more nightmarish as this relentless assault continues.
Looking for the down throw in the back air, or not even touched yet, as I said. Okay, but
Dog.
quick.
I swear, they gotta hear us sometimes!
It's always gonna do. All right, we're seeing Kevco start to push. It's all about the horizontal with these two, with how they're playing. Kevco looking just to consistently contest with backdash and going forward and back and using that initial dash as a means of covering a lot of space. And at 156, at death, I swear to God.
Brother, they're following the script. There's no way out.
It was a really great start from Kevco in order to get back into this game, but again, he's stuck into a similar position. Like, how many times can you reset this spot at ledge before you falter once? Apparently, it was only once, as Professor MGW meets this formless neutral back into the fray.
Ooh, we're really trying it all out here. I like it, though. You got to make that statement in game one, especially if you're playing a character like Greninja, who has that capability of being both lethally effective and flashy.
Gets the back throw, looking for more of the edge guard, but instead just going for the double jump. I like that Kevco is doing a lot of these. It would be traditional for just lazy recoveries, just double jump to ledge. But if your only threat from the opponent's a wind box, suddenly you can do a whole lot more than that. But the threat of MGW wasn't on ledge. It was always around those platforms with those up smashes back and forth.
There was a whole lot of danger across that set. Just game one, the airspace wasn't safe. MGW kept forcing Kevco into it. The platforms weren't safe. They were the only place to land. If he was at the ledge, he had to worry about Water Shuriken and Hydro Pump and just a whole assortment of terror. There was no way out. Kevco has to bring us to a different stage in game two if there's any hope of bringing this one home.
Which is such a dangerous proposition because, I mean, Small Battlefield has kind of become the Roy counterpick. I mean, especially since you expect Smashville to be banned. But we have on this stage list, on our nice collision rule set, there's a pair of Smashvilles to go to, with Hollow Bastion repping its first sighting of this stream, and Professor MGW looking to rep a couple of these back air chains off the ledge, but not before Kevco answers in kind. And man, MGW's ability to get off the ledge consistently has been such a pain in Kevco's side.
He's willing to swing out of the corner, and I think that's why he's able to so fruitfully get out, because he doesn't have to worry about Roy buttons. But Roy's got plenty to worry about with his buttons. Just a single tap of the Hydro Pump, and the first stock already lost. Given the stage layout, there's a lot of room for error here as well, because Greninja can traverse the size of Halabasher with no worries at all. But Roy's got a little bit of work ahead of him.
Oh, look at these pivots from MGW. He's pivoted from in small battlefield, it was primarily a landing catch kind of game, going for these down tilts, lots of dash attacks. In the opening of this game, too, he's pivoted to an air-forward game, going for a lot of landing nairs this time. It's still non-committal, but it's a complete change in how he's approaching the offense, and now Kevco's got a whole different beast to worry about.
You know, I'm not thinking Hollow Bastion was the play here. The way that MGW looks so confident maneuvering around the stage, both from boxing around the center plat to constantly forcing Kevco back into that offstage position where he has to worry about just getting boxed out until he gets Hydro Pumped to death. It's looking really rough in this game, too. But a magnificent showing for MGW.
Yeah, MGW is one of those players that doesn't come out to locals as frequently as they did before. But just because you're not going to locals doesn't mean you ain't playing the game.
No, sir. Very confident showing of the frog as it provides us with a 2-0.
Yeah, what a absolute statement. And when you're able to present so much offensive pressure off of a very little actual movement forward, just the sheer threat of dash attack really let MGW find so many openings and so many windows to fit themselves through and put themselves in the place that they really want to be, that they know Kevco doesn't want them to be in.
It just seemed like such an exact game plan, too. Like, everything that MGW did was so cut and dry, from how he set up the offstage play to how he finished off the stock once Kevco was off stage. And I think that's really a good sign of how well practiced a player is and how understanding they are of popular characters in the meta. Like, Roy is here to stay. Roy is a very good character that has a lot of representation both on the national level and the regional level and even the local level. You need to know how to fight against a character like that, and if you can make it look as easy as MGW did, you're in good spot.